Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your girl Mitzi, and this is Mitzi. Let's think about it. Today we are thinking about chasing the American dream. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's a thinker because how many times have we heard this phrase and what does it really make you think about? So, luckily, here I have Sharon who's going to help us think about this, giving us his perspective and sharing his time with me on my show so that we can really think about it together. So, thank you so much, Sharon, for coming on and just sharing your time with me. Let's just dive right in. The chasing the American dream, what does that really make you think about?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me, Mitzi. It's great to be on here. The American dream, as you may detect, I have an accent, so I am not originally from Romania, from America. I came from Romania in the pursuit of the American dream. And I had, when I came, a certain vision of what that dream looks like. And
Okay.
yeah, that dream was mostly imprinted by society, by movies, by my parents. I had this vision of what the American dream should be, and I came here with $200 in my pocket. I had a brother who offered me a mattress in his one-bedroom apartment, and for
Okay.
10 years I have relentlessly pursued what I thought was the American dream.
That is interesting. And I'm glad you say that you came from Romania and you were fed this American dream by people, by society, by my media. You know what I mean? This illusion. Because born in America, I remember going to school and they even asked us this question. What does the American dream mean? Because there's so many immigrants in America and
Mhm.
we've all chased this dream of being here in America, but to be honest, nobody really had an answer as a child. We've all imagined it to be just having a home, having a place to have our own, and not having anyone interrupting us or destroying us or telling us how to live our life, how to be this or do that, how we can't, you know what I mean? Not be so like for like so many rules because it's
Mhm.
our land, our home, and that's what it is. And that's what I grew up believing, but as an outsider looking in, what is it? What were you taught? What was the American dream?
Well, for me, it was a culmination of all the things that we just said, right? Growing up in Romania, money instability was a regular thing. So having a cushy, comfortable job was something that was highly necessary. And that's one of
Yeah.
the things that I pursued. The other thing was to have, like you said, a home. And I
Mhm.
purchased my dream home, a red brick house, and I was very excited about it. And then all the other small little things like having a 401k, going on
Yeah.
vacation twice a year, and
Yeah.
just relaxing. I thought that all of those things are gonna give me the satisfaction that I need for the remainder of my life,
Yeah.
which ended up not being true.
Don don don. The reality is kicking in. Please tell me what happened that you realize like this isn't fulfilling me.
Well, the truth is that I came from a scarcity mindset from Romania, not having, so that
Mm.
lack really drove me to pursue and achieve all of those things, which, you know, they had their upside because I was so driven to achieve them. But I realized that my purpose up until that point was to just check these boxes that were set not for me, but
Mm.
from others. And
Absolutely.
I just went by the list and I checked them. And once I finished this purpose that was given to me, I looked at the world and said, what am I doing next? What is my purpose in this life?
Yeah, exactly. And how young were you when you came to America? Because you say you have an accent, but to be honest, it's not very strong. Trust me, I've spoken with a lot of people from all across the world, and I know strong accents, especially the last individual I spoken to. Man, that was a very strong accent. But you speak very well. So how long have you been living in the States already?
Well, I had 20 years to practice, so
Oh, okay.
it's
Yeah.
been a while. It's been
Okay,
a
yes,
while.
it's been a while, so it's not that bad. So I guess why share this story? Why share this realization that you needed to find your purpose and not just chasing this illusion of the American dream, because you can do this checking off this list anywhere. You know what I mean? You can get a job, you can go to school, you can get the diploma, you can get the degree, you can get the wife, have the kids, have the animals, do all that anywhere. But
Mhm.
what makes finding that purpose so different?
Well, I do think that America is the land of all opportunities, and I am very grateful to be here because there are other countries where just achieving all of these things are a tall order and highly impossible to do. So the fact that I had the opportunity to come here and achieve them has really set me up to think wider, to think broader, to think deeper. And while I achieved all of those things, I recognized that it was something that others wanted from me, and
Yeah,
I've done them. But the higher purpose that we have in life, the that soul singing experience that we'll want to call it fulfillment, happiness, whatever it is, it's
yeah,
not driven by others. And this is one of the things that I recognize once I achieved that American dream and it left me empty, is that I need to find my own path, my own purpose, my own version of my American dream, not the American dream.
absolutely. Thank you for that. That's so real because we have to personalize it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
We have to personalize and make it different because not everybody wants that three-bedroom house with a cookie cluttered fence and a dog and a cat. You know what I mean? In a
Yes.
Stepford neighborhood. You know what I mean? Not everybody wants that. Not everybody wants to work a 9 to 5 job. Not
Mhm.
everybody wants that. But I love the fact that you said that when you got here, you were able to see differently, think deeper. You know what I mean? Realize opportunities that you didn't realize were a possibility. Because you're
Mhm.
absolutely right. There are countries out there, unfortunately, where keeping the people suppressed is better for the country
Mhm.
than actually thinking of progression versus suppression. So I absolutely agree and acknowledge that unfortunately that is the case. And I think that's the sad thing about people in America is that they forget that the opportunities that we have already just because we were
Mhm.
born here doesn't take away the fact that we have to be selfish with the opportunities that we have. You know what I mean? Because if we never
Yep.
had these doors open, then we will never have individuals like yourself who actually are making a difference because they acknowledge the American dream and they understand that it means that you have to work at it. It means that you actually have to put in work within yourself and
Mhm.
recognize and be adaptable and understand the surroundings and your environment. And people don't realize that immigrants have such a bad rep in America because they consider it to be lazy or just just demanding. You know what I mean? These reckless words that are true. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
the ones who are being publicized in the media to be criminals and terrible individuals doing unspeakable acts and unspeakable things, they're not the majority. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because there's so many people in America that are immigrants who grandparents came in as immigrants and they've forgotten their story. And it's like, how can you forget your grandparents' story? How can you forget the fact that everybody here in America, unless you're Native American, is considered an immigrant because we all
Mhm.
had that American dream, that desire of something better for somebody else in the next generation after me. Because
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure that's what you want now is to know that your generation, your family, the legacy you leave behind was worth it. Am I right?
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think all of us here in America, we have the opportunity to be much better at
absolutely.
anything that we do in life. And that was my realization too when I achieved that American dream, and then I felt um, a sense of hollowness, is that we can carve our own way towards a better future. We have the possibilities here, and
Yeah,
it's just a matter of taking a pause, becoming a little more self-aware instead of continuously staying distracted and
yeah,
overwhelmed with all the different medias that are in the world, the just the busy work of life, and just
yeah.
taking a pause and looking inside and figuring out what is it that really tugs at my heart
Mhm.
that I would love to do? And that's something that not many countries offer. And this is why it's cool to be in America and it's cool to pursue my own dream.
Exactly. I mean, having that moment of pause, I think that's a powerful statement. I think that's one thing I'm learning how to practice on in my day to day is just learning how to pause and just absorb the moment because we can fill our lives with
Hmm.
distractions and just we can consume ourselves to be something that we really are not meant to be because of this world with distractions. So it's that power of pause to asking yourself these hard questions is a great way to find that fulfillment within yourself because at the end of the day, you're always going to yearn for something, but why not actually take a moment to find out what it is, right? Because
Yeah.
you're only going to be happy because it's only for you. So it's just like step into it. It's like somebody was telling me that you have to courage you step on fear and confidence you step on doubt. So when you use that to step on fear and doubt, then you'll be fine. It's okay to
Hmm.
have a little fear with courage, but you got to step on fear because it can be overbearing. And same with the doubt, because I'm pretty sure there was so many moments in your life where you realize, is this even worth it? You know, so it's like, what would be some lasting words of wisdom that you can leave us off with?
I would say that if anybody is looking to pursue their own dream, they need to take a pause and put away all the distractions and have some soul searching moments where they can ask themselves, what is it that would tug at my heart? What is it that I would love to pursue?
Yeah,
And that would give me more than just the financial stability, but more of an aliveness and a purpose in life. And when that person really looks to get away from the distractions and look inwards, I believe that they can find a higher purpose.
there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it first from Sharon's mouth. You can make this happen. Just take a moment, take a pause, just listen. It can happen. Just do it. Just do it, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to know more about him and what he has to offer into the world, I have his website. Just click right there under his lovely photo. And it has so much great context to keep you thinking, why not just check it out, right? So, with that being said, bye.